Italian mukbang. Let's do this. Por favor, señor. Today we got an Italian mukbang, and I gotta say, man, I'm very excited. You know why I'm excited? Because I thought, let's make a non-meat video today, I suppose. A vegetarian one today. So we have no meat on it, basically. You know, I just wasn't in the mood for meat today. Yeah, just wasn't really, to be honest. So I thought, man, vegetarian food could still be really tasty and really cheap. $5 for this whole entire meal, which is insane, man. So I hope you're doing well, man, on this beautiful Thursday night, because I'm going to Dylan tomorrow. We're going to go to Amsterdam Saturday, so an edible ASMR coming up next week. So I've never actually had a round pizza. It's not an Italian thing at all. No, they do. Sorry, what am I saying? What the fuck? I have had Italian pizza before. Just I've never made one round. Alright, well, let's try and see if this pizza is good and if it's edible. Let's do this. Not bad. Wow. It actually tastes like Italy as well. The certain cheese I used. Yeah, but it don't taste the same though. Got some spaghetti. I don't really eat spaghetti often anymore, man. Got my water here. I gotta say, this tastes really good, actually. So what I got here is basically garlic spaghetti, herbs and shit, right? Ain't nothing that crazy. So I haven't had spaghetti in a while, so let's try and taste this. It's actually quite nice. Wow. I cooked it myself, which was pretty obvious. Well, I had no choice. My dad's very tired. It is missing some Italian inspiration, you know what I mean? I mean, I've been to Italy before, right? I think I've been only once or twice. Was it once or you know, I can't remember. I do know that it was in 2012. With the European qualifications. We went to Godemir. What a beautiful place. Now, I know a lot of you may say that's kind of weird. Onion on pizza. I love it, man. You know what would go crazy? It's buffalo pulled chicken. Yeah. But I just wasn't in the mood. Like, I know it's so weird to explain to some people, like, I'm not a vegetarian anymore. I used to. And I'll be honest, it wasn't bad at all. Well, yeah, it was bad because I didn't know what to cook. That was a problem, right? But not every mukbang you see from me will be meat. Because I do know a super small proportion of the viewers that do watch are vegan, vegetarian. And it's also just like sometimes, as I said, you know, sometimes I don't desire it, you know. Oh, hell yeah, that pizza's good. Wow. Insane. I have no words. It's a really fucking good pizza. Holy shit. Like the cheese tomato sauce, which wasn't homemade obviously. Because we don't have a blender. Well, we do, but it's hidden somewhere in the garage and I ain't looking for a goddamn blender. Oh man. I actually had 2 pieces of mozzarella, but I ate the one because I hadn't had lunch. And onions is just a thing I love. Like when I eat onions, for example, like my go-to sandwich. Okay, this is what I like. I either have chicken breast on or I have pulled chicken. Just the thing is with pulled chicken, I think it's very expensive. I mean, essentially what it is, it's slow cooked chicken. You can just put it together, right? That's what it is. The reason I do chicken, low in calories, super high in protein. Lettuce, onions, herbs and shit, And sometimes I do a tuna one. If you want to bulk and gain weight crazy, tuna with sunflower oil added, sun-dried tomatoes, anything that's super high in fat. Really nice. I might work out just now. I don't know, because if you notice there's stuff on the floor, my place has been done this past 3-4 days. I haven't really been able to work out in my bedroom because I don't really feel comfortable working out outside. It's not that I'm exposed. I mean, nobody could see me. I could walk around swinging my penis around. Nobody would see me, right? Because we got no neighbors, basically. Well, they're on the other side, and the property is divided by massive trees, which means you got privacy from both sides, so they can't see me. If you're wondering what that retarded scream is, that would be my sister. Yeah, that's one thing, like, it's very, very echoey in here. And if you wonder how the audio is always so crisp outside, I put a sock on it. Like, I'll show you right now. I swear to God. This is the first time in 7 months that I've heard the neighbors talk. Wow, that is insane. Can you imagine how quiet it is there? That's how quiet it is. They got a little grandchildren, so, We don't really speak to the neighbors. We haven't spoken to the neighbors in, like, what, a month time or two? About a month or two, something. What I will be saying, the garlic, very disappointing. I'm a huge fan of garlic. Oh my fuck. Also a sandwich I make once in a while. Which is about 350-400 calories. There's a piece of baguette, like a whole tube of cottage cheese, which is about 200 calories. That's like 23 grams of protein. And then I like to add lettuce, tomatoes, stuff like that, pickles, cucumber. Goddamn neighbors making noise. Right. Wow, the spaghetti is really good. I decided to buy branded spaghetti this time because normally I'm really like, alright, spaghetti versus non-branded spaghetti, it's the same shit, right? But I feel like it's not. Like, I do feel like there's a difference when you buy $3 spaghetti versus like 90-cent spaghetti. Excuse me, sorry. I don't know if it's just me, but this is definitely worth 50 cents more. It tastes better. I was actually gonna, believe it or not, this is a true thing. I wanted to make pasta in this video, but my dad's. Whoa, okay, the box just fell. My bad. My dad said you have to do. It takes like 20-25 minutes to make pasta from scratch. You need a machine. I said, Dad, you don't need a machine for that. So I know in New York they sell like these massive pizza slices. They used to be $1. They're like $1.50, $2. Inflation, what a bitch that is. God damn it, man. God damn the mozzarella. Now believe it or not, they've actually got vegan mozzarella. I can't find it. I'd love to try it. So speaking about Italy, right? Sorry, I was just a bit confused. Pardon me. 2012. That's really when I started to get into the whole football thing, right? But speaking about football, god damn, Real Madrid got destroyed last night by City. Wow. Lost for words, man. Like, I'm not a Real Madrid supporter at all by any means. Hell no. My club in Spanish football club, Atletico Madrid. Been like that for about 6-7 years. I'm not kidding. I have to watch the matches most of the time illegal, because I don't send it out here. But it's my Spanish club, man, Atletico Madrid. Diego Simeone. Memphis Depay has been great. Griezmann's been phenomenal this season. I'm so glad we decided to buy him back from Barcelona. We sold him for what? We sold him for like, how much did we sell him for? Like 80 or 90 million, and then we bought him back for 20. What a scam, man. Wow. Anyways, right. As I was saying, Italy is one of those countries you have to really appreciate the culture. You must want to go to Italy and have a certain mindset to you, thinking, oh, this and this and that. Because they're very fierce in Italy. Like, they're very straightforward, just like the Dutch, right? You get confronted at certain times. And don't think just because, you know, of a certain way they talk, like, oh, they're aggressive or they're, you know, being offensive. Just like the Dutch people, we come across as rude to some people, but then it's like, that's not how we come across. It's just, we're very confrontational in a way of, we're just honest at most of the times. Like, hey, you're an asshole. I'm not going to go behind your back and pretend I like you. I'm just going to be straight up honest. I don't like you. You know, that's how the Dutch are. But Italy, man. God damn. That is something else. I must say, man. Italy definitely is one of my favorite spots to go. If I had to choose between Thailand and Italy, man, I both got something so phenomenal. Like, Italy has the structural buildings, it's got the culture, it's got the food, it's got the women, and Thailand has the all-around experience. Tropical, exotic weather, to ladyboys, as some would say. I didn't encounter any ladyboys when I was in Thailand. I was not a Bangkok to begin with. I actually don't know where I went to. Fuck, I forgot, man. But it was awesome. The people were so generous, so kind. Yeah, that was in 2016, just before I started my YouTube channel. So, July, August. Yeah. We had this little small hut. Very small. Not really tiny. Had Wi-Fi, but it was really shit. But I would say, if you're on vacation, the fuck do you need Wi-Fi for? Then you might as well just stay home, you know. Like, that's something, you know, obviously as a content creator, it's very important for me that I have strong, stable connection. But it's also like, if it's not strong, then I'll have to just do the Wi-Fi. Meaning that if I upload a video in 4K, I might have to downgrade it to 720. Because that's the only possibility. Yeah, I loved Thailand a lot. And here's why Thailand is probably my top favorite of all time, right? It actually ticks above Italy for me. And here's why. This is my honest opinion, right? The people were so amazing. Like, this is just from a European perspective point, right? When you grow up with everything, you got a nice big house, you got, you know, family that does it very well, you know, you got a great, loving, caring mother and dad, in my case. I had it all growing up as a child. I wanted this, oh, I got that. I want a PlayStation, yeah, here's a PlayStation for your birthday. When I went to Thailand, I was confronted by a whole different culture. Whole different way of, this is how people live and how people think. I didn't understand how people could be happy without having the newest PlayStation, having an iPhone, having a nice car. They simply didn't give a fuck. And most of them don't care. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know how to explain it to you, but I was shocked in a way of, like, oh wow, these people are genuinely happy even though they're not the richest. You know what I mean? They're selling stuff next to the road, clothing, this and this and that. Yet they're so happy. Like, obviously, yeah, I know some of them pretend to, but shit, sometimes you gotta pretend in life to be happy to come across like that. My horse is being retarded again. He's fucking weird. He always shakes his head like that. It's such a weird thing. I don't know why. He's probably got autism. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, the culture was phenomenal in Thailand. The food was, what can I say, man? Nah, there was something else. Yeah, we were in a 5-star restaurant, a 5-star hotel. The tropical weather was phenomenal. The women were really, really nice. Good looking as well. Yet I felt like we didn't explore much of Thailand. It doesn't make any sense what I'm saying. I don't know, he's rolling in shit now. I just felt like we didn't explore enough of Thailand. And that's why, like, my brother and I and my father, right? We love Japan. We have all actually never been to Japan. But I don't know what it is, but Japan's always been on my bucket list since a kid. And especially seeing PewDiePie almost been living there in Japan for nearly a year, with Marcia, his wife, soon to become parents, which is kind of crazy, man. I saw them growing up as a little kid. I was only, what, how old was I when I started watching PewDiePie? Yeah, basically when I was 10, 11 years old. I've been there since the start. You know, I still watch his stuff occasionally. I love his older videos. Can't beat that, can you now? We had it so good back then. We didn't even realize it until it's gone. But, like, him mentioning Japan so often, the culture, this and this and that, the respect that they ask, you know, from different people from foreign countries. And also just the technology, you know, like the advanced technology in Japan is really freaking great, man. Like, they're really advanced with so many things that we, as the great Europe, you know, whatever other countries around, really need to learn from. Like, shit, we need to invest in these type of logistics and like this type of stuff. But then again, Japan is also one of the most expensive countries to live in. Like, yeah, it's weird. Yeah, you can buy houses for $20,000, but there's like multiple taxes. Dude said there was about 6 to 7, 8 property taxes attached to buying a home. That's why a lot of people that do go to Japan can only rent a place for like $300-400 a month. I mean, you get fuck all, really. You get a bed. If you're lucky, you get a little stove. You get a little bathroom. But shit, bro, for $400 a month? I mean, if you were making $3,000 a month, you only have to pay rent for $450 a month. That's good money, bro. Like, obviously, I got no goddamn clue how a mortgage works in Japan as a foreigner. Like, but Japan, for example, yeah, I'd love to go there one day. Really, really would, just because of the culture. The diversity in food, it's always attracted me, and I really find it difficult to explain to you why I like it. It's something about the culture. One of the worst rated countries, however, I'm going to be very confrontational, and this has got nothing to do because they're in a war with another country, because they invaded a country. But Russia fucking sucked. Let me just try to think when we were in Russia. We were in Russia for like 4 or 5 hours, right? Now, you've heard stories about Russia, but you know, you can't really judge a place or a country or people or ethnicity unless you've been confronted or been there before, right? We were in Petersburg, Zenit or something, one of the two, right? In Russia. We had to land there, fuck, I think it was from SA, 2018. Yeah, it was SA. 2018, we had to make a pit stop there. I don't know why, but our flight went from SA to Russia. And then we were there for a few hours. Jesus Christ. I can't goddamn understand how the fuck people can live in that country. They all looked so unhappy. And I was only a kid then, you know. I was only, what, 15? So obviously I'm not understanding why they're all pissed off. But the more you start to learn about a country, it's like, oh yeah, they can't really speak what they find about their president and stuff like that. Like, I know often we in a country joke about, like, oh man, this and that. We're so fortunate enough to, like, I can criticize my prime minister as much as I want to, but look, obviously as soon as I say, yeah, I want him to not be alive anymore, that's when, you know, stuff all gets serious, but which is weird, which makes sense. But I could say, I don't like Mark Rutte. I think he's, I mean, I'm not going to say he's an asshole, because I don't know the dude personally, but I just don't like him. I just want him gone. Nothing can happen. I can't get prosecuted, I can't arrest it, but let's say, a prime example, this is just an example, let's say, Mark Rutte, I'm going to assassinate you. And I put it online. You bet your ass I got CIA coming to my place, or police coming to my house. because they see it as a serious threat. So like stuff like that in Russia, they can't say. And yeah, it was a very odd vibe as well on the airport, man. Like, it was really like nobody smiled, nobody was happy, nobody greeted you that worked there. I mean, you know, otherwise I can also not blame them, you know. They're probably getting so much underpaid. Like, would you like to live in a country that is basically not allowing you to say what you want to, without having to think of potential consequences of getting killed or your family getting, you know, I mean, you know, it's really easy to say that, man, if you're not in that situation. Obviously, you've never been in a situation like that, you know, so it's good to consider sometimes, like, hey, maybe these people have no choice but to be like this. Maybe in some certain places you have to act like that to survive, you know? I should have put an egg on it, but we had no eggs. Anyway, this was cool, man. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't ever want to visit Russia anymore. No, the first and last time I will. Oh, the food culture is probably phenomenal, don't get it wrong. And obviously you got a lot of nice people there, but I wouldn't want to go to Russia to begin with because of the fact you can't have an open opinion about certain stuff without having to think of being prosecuted or, you know, assassinated, right? I wouldn't. But it's probably an amazing country behind all the BS and all the propaganda, you know, whatsoever, just like China. China's probably a phenomenal country. It's just the media also portrays one side of the story, like, oh, China is this, China is that, China asshole. Sorry, that's a dude from Instagram. Sorry, that was weird. But China is probably, for a lot of people that live there, a phenomenal, fascinating country. It's just, they have to accept that certain things they can't say about them, you know, minister and whatsoever. Because they know what the consequences is. If they get caught saying public stuff like that, you know what it is. Which is kind of sad, but it's also like, do you have... Oh, no. Ah, broke my desk. Fuck, I chipped the desk accidentally. Oh, that was stupid. I just literally got this desk 2 weeks ago. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, right? Well, that sucks. Good quality, got nothing to do with that. But any sharp object is going to penetrate the desk. FlexiSpot Pinto, go check them out, by the way. Got a sponsored video coming up about that Tuesday. Damn, that sucks. And you could really see it on this one, so it's really not difficult to not notice it. Ah, god damn it, man. What a dumbass I am sometimes. But yeah, China's probably like, was it South or North Korea? I don't know, one of the countries. Probably a great country behind all the BS. I mean, some people obviously also don't mind living a life like that, because it's also a form of protection from the outside world. Just like there is a country in the Middle East. I think it was Dubai or something, or one of the countries, they don't allow WhatsApp. And I spoke to a girl like 2-3 years ago who was from Dubai. And I asked her for a phone number for WhatsApp. She says, we don't have WhatsApp. I said, well, then just go download it, right? No, we don't have it. I said, what do you mean you don't have WhatsApp? Everybody has WhatsApp. No, it doesn't exist in my country. So I'm like, why does it not exist? To protect their own people. I'm like, you know what? I can understand where you're coming from, really. Oh, man. Man, I'm a bit annoyed that it's just broken a bit. Oh well, anyways, man, it's a desk. I'm gonna keep it, obviously. I just gotta see if I can maybe, like, repair it or not. I wasn't stressed about it. I got it for free. Anyways, man, hope you guys enjoyed this mukbang. I will see you with the Five Guys. God damn, I'm very excited for a Five Guys mukbang. Gonna be eating that tomorrow, and then probably upload it Sunday or Monday for you guys. I've obviously got some vlogs coming up for Amsterdam. I'm going tomorrow to Dylan. I think I'm going past The Hague. It's a place it's called Oesgees. Never heard of it, never been there, but it's just past The Hague, so it's super close to Amsterdam, like 20-25 minute drive on Amsterdam. But I'll probably take the metro because parking in Amsterdam is a lot of money and I don't want to spend it on parking. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you Monday with a new mukbang. Hey, peace out, man.